This lesson covers finding mean, median, mode, and range. And the hardest part of this skill is remembering which steps to take for each word. So with those 4 words, mean, median, mode, and range, I've tried to attach some kind of mnemonic device to help them to remember what skill they should do with each vocabulary word. So for mean, I want the students to think that mean old math teacher wants to give me an average. For median, they want to think middle. For mode, they want to think most often. And for range, we think of a mountain range that has highs and lows. So we're going to take the high minus the low. Okay, so let's say we're given a set of numbers 6, 10, 5, 12, 13, 16, and 5. Every time that students are given a set of number data, first thing I always want them to do is put it in order from least to greatest, automatically, first thing they do. That way they won't have to remember which one of the 4 vocabulary words they're supposed to put it in order for. They'll just have it there ready. So we're going to put them in order: 5, 5, 6, 10, 12, 13, and 16. So now they're in order from least to greatest, and we can find the mean, median, mode, and range. Well, let's start with range. To find the range, we're going to think of a mountain range with highs and lows. That means we take the high minus the low to find the range. So our range is the high 16 minus the low 5, and that gives me a range of 11. Pretty simple. The second one we're going to do is mode. To find the mode for a set of numbers, we're just going to find the number that's used most often. That means the number that's used more times than any other number is used. So in this set, we're going to say 5 is used 2 times, which is more than any other number. So our mode for this set is going to be 5. For median, we're going to think middle. And to find the number in the middle, all we have to do is check one off the top and check one off the bottom. And I have students make the little ch sound, and they really have fun with it. So we're going to take one off the top, ch, take one off the bottom, ch, take one off the top, ch, take one off the bottom, ch, take one off the top, ch, take one off the bottom, and we're left with a 10 in the middle. Last thing we're going to do is find the mean, and this one takes a little bit longer than the rest. That mean old math teacher wants to give me an average. So mean and average are synonyms. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add up all of our numbers to get a total. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 6 is 16, plus 2 is 18, plus 3 is 21, plus 6 is 27. Then we add 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my total is 67. But we don't stop there. Mean is far from over. This is only half of the problem. Now we have to take our total, 67, and divide by the amount of numbers that we added. So we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. So we're going to do 67 divided by 7. So then I would have students perform it the normal way. What times 7 will get me to 67 without going over? That's 9. 9 times 7 is 63. We subtract and get a remainder of 4. Then I always tell them to just think about rounding. If it's 5 or less, then the number stays the same. So my mean for this given set is 9. Let's do another set of data. Okay, this time let's say we have 10, 23, 11, 22, 23, 10, and 17. Okay? Now, first thing we always do is put them in order from least to greatest. So 10 would come first, then 10, then 11, then 17, then 22, then 23, then 23. So now all my numbers are in order from least to greatest, and I can find the mean, median, mode, and range. Let's find the range first. For range, we think mountain range with highs and lows. So we're going to take the high, 23, minus the low, 10, and that leaves us with a range of 13. Now let's find the mode. It's the number that's used most often. Now for this one, it's very tricky. 10 is used 2 times. 23 is also used 2 times. So there's not a number that's used more often than any of the other numbers. So for mode, we're going to put no mode, because there is not a number that's used more than the other numbers. Students need to know never to put 0 unless 0 is listed more than the others. Because if I see that the mode is 0, I'm going to assume that there are zeros added to my set of data, and there aren't. So always put no mode if there's not a number that's used more than the others. Now let's find the median. To find the median, we think middle, and to find the middle number, we check one off the top and check one off the bottom. So check one off the top, check one off the bottom, check one off the top, check one off the bottom, check one off the top, check one off the bottom, and we are left with 17. Now let's find the mean. To find the mean, we add up all the numbers first. Let's add them up instead. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 7 is 15, plus 1 is 16. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So my total is 116, but we're not finished. I have to take my total and divide by the amount of numbers that I added. I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. So I'm going to divide 116, my total, by 7. We're going to think what times 7 would get me to 11 without going over. 1 times 7 is 7. 11 minus 7 is 4. You can bring down the 6. What times 7 would give me 46? 6. 6 times 7 is 42. And then we subtract and get a remainder of 4. Now again, I'm going to tell them to think 4 and estimate and round. Is 4 or 5 or higher? No. So my answer stays the same, 16. So that's how we find the mean, median, mode, and range. There are also some practice problems at the bottom of the screen if you want to work a little bit more. And stem and leaf is also a good skill to work with this, because then you can plot the data. Just a suggestion. Thanks.